Yvette Cooper.
Well, Mr. Speaker, where's the Home Secretary? And what on earth is going on? Because the media were briefed he was going to make a statement on net migration yesterday or today, but nothing, and he's nowhere. The Immigration Minister has been everywhere, madly briefing all his ideas, but who speaks for the government? Net migration figures are now 3 times the level that they were at the 2019 general election when the Conservatives promised to reduce them, and that includes a 65% increase in work migration this year that reflects a complete failure by the Conservatives on both the economy and on immigration. The Immigration Minister's complaining today, but he's going to be furious when he discovers who's been in charge of the immigration system for the last 13 years. Net migration should come down. Immigration is important for Britain and always will be, but the system needs to be properly controlled and managed so it's fair and effective and is properly linked to the economy. The net migration for work has trebled since 2019 because of their failure on skills and training, their failure to tackle record levels of long-term sickness and people on waiting lists, and the failure to make the system work. Social care visas have gone from 3,000 a year to over 100,000 a year, yet ministers halved the programme for recruiting care workers here this spring. Health visas up, yet ministers cut training places last autumn. Visas for engineers up, whilst engineering apprenticeship completions in the UK have halved. So, will the government now immediately agree to Labour's plan to get rid of the unfair wage discount, which means employers can pay overseas recruits 20% less than the going rate, and it prevents training and fair pay in the UK? Will the government now immediately ask the Migration Advisory Committee to review salary thresholds for skilled workers and shortage occupations which have not kept up and where the MAC has warned repeatedly about low-paid exploitation? Will he now link the points-based system to training and employment standards in the UK and have a proper plan for the economy and the immigration system? They've got no serious plan, just ramping up the rhetoric, no plan for the economy, no plan for the immigration system and no plan for the country. Britain deserves better than this.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I listened to the Honourable Lady for 5 minutes or so and detected absolutely no trace of a plan from her.
Order. I'm just worried that I'm only allowed 2 minutes. Please don't go telling everybody I've allowed 5. Honestly, it's only 2 minutes.
I'll keep that as a secret, Mr. Speaker. The only policy that the Right Honourable Lady articulated is something that's barely used and would have a de minimis effect on net migration. But, Mr. Speaker, this should come as no surprise to any of us. The Right Honourable Lady has spent her entire political career campaigning for uncontrolled migration. She's campaigned for freedom of movement. She backed a leader of the opposition who campaigned for freedom of movement. She has always supported and lobbied and campaigned for unfettered access to the United Kingdom. She says that there is chaos on this side of the House. Well, all we heard from her today was rhetoric and posturing. It would be laughable if it wasn't so serious. Every single Conservative Member of Parliament campaigned on a manifesto commitment to bring down net migration. I didn't see that in the Labour Party's manifesto at the last election. And while she may be doing this because she's reading the polls or she wants to posture, we're doing it out of deep political conviction because we believe that the number of people coming into this country is too high, that it is placing unbearable pressure on our public services, on housing, that it is making it impossible to integrate people into this country and is harming community cohesion and national unity, that it is also a moral failure because it's leaving people on welfare and enabling companies to reach all too often for the easy lever of foreign labour. For all those reasons, we are determined to tackle this issue. We understand the concerns of the British public, and I'm here to say that we share them and that we are going to bring forward a serious package of fundamental reforms to address this issue once and for all.